Hi everyone. I'm going to be talking about why Trump should run on Medicare for all in 2020. America already spends the most per capita on healthcare in the world. Healthcare has been a major issue in that country for decades now. And I've done a lot of research on the topic and I've come to the conclusion that America is in dire need for Medicare for all. I'm an outsider, like I'm not American, but I'm very passionate about what goes on in America because the rest of the world always copies America. And the facts of the matter is, living in Australia where we have Medicare for all, it's definitely a great system. There are a lot of faults with it, but the fact, if you break a bone, you go to hospital, you're not winding up with thousands of dollars in debts. So, and ever since I watched Sicko over a decade ago, I've realised just how crooked the healthcare system is, and I've done a lot of research on it lately, and more and more I just realised Medicare for all is the answer. I've done a lot of research on the insurance companies, how it works. Obamacare is mostly just a joke. It was written by the insurance companies. Obamacare did expand Medicare and Medicaid a bit, or at least expanded Medicaid. So that was one good thing about it. And obviously Trump is destroying all of it. But I reckon a great strategy for Trump would be to run on Medicare for all in 2020, and I will be explaining why. The majority of Americans, I've looked at the polls, it's around the 70% range, support Medicare for all, and Medicare for all, the people who are eligible for it, it's way more popular than private insurance. And also, I just found out that every American worker pays 1.45% Medicare tax, and I had no idea about that. And that's on top of the income tax, and they receive that's for receiving Medicare when they reach retirement age. But the way I see it is, you're paying all those taxes already. Why not get it now? And the thing is, with Trump's election, so many working class people, especially in the Rust Belt, voted for him because they thought he would improve the economy. There's very mixed views on it. I've seen all sorts of analysis all over the place, so I'm really not sure. I can't really have a strong opinion on that. But the thing is, if Trump really cared about the working class and even the middle class as a whole, he would implement universal health care. And I reckon the fact that, just the very idea that he would run on Medicare for all, I reckon that would take a lot of the left-leaning voters to his side, or keep a lot of the Obama voters staying with Trump. And, big reason is because the Democrat field is just so big, and, there are, most of the support I've seen on the Democrat side has been for Bernie by far. But, if Trump can at least match Bernie on that issue, say, I'm going to run for Medicare for all as well, then I reckon there'll be a big boost for his campaign. Can only be positive, I reckon. And Trump was actually for Medicare for all in 2000, in his book, The America We Deserve. He wrote that there should be Medicare there should be universal health care. He didn't actually say Medicare for all, but he was for universal health care, and I don't know why he's changed on it. Um, but yeah, it'd be a big boost for his campaign. Um, it, I reckon he's already the favourite, but I'm just saying, like, to even have a better chance of winning, like, he should run on that platform. And there was even a study done, like the Koch brothers. I don't know if they, I don't know, but it was connected to the Koch brothers. This study, and it found that $2 trillion would be saved with Medicare for all compared to the current system. I'm just gonna have a look exactly. Oh yeah, it would save $2 trillion over a 10-year period. Um, yeah, so it says here, projecting a net reduction in national health expenditures of roughly $2 trillion over a 10-year period, while also enabling increased healthcare coverage. So, and also if you have Medicare for all, it's just going to get rid of a lot of the insurance bullshit. Yeah, and I'm sure that a lot of the working class base that voted for Trump who feel, they've been let down in certain ways. Like I said, I'm not fully sure what the economy's like, but the ones that do feel let down, they might be, they might recharge their support for Trump if he runs on Medicare for all. And I don't really see much reason why he shouldn't, like Americans are already paying the Medicare tax, like they're already paying for Medicare. Why not just receive it now instead of waiting for retirement? It doesn't make any sense to me. I've heard that Social Security over there, like I know how it works, it's like 6.2% of your salary goes to goes to Social Security and something, and I've heard they're going to run out of money. It's like a big Ponzi scheme. Some people are saying, and it's a racket. But I don't reckon things like that should excuse just give up on the whole idea. Like Social Security is a Ponzi scheme, so let's give up on Medicare for all altogether. And I can understand that a lot of Americans are very skeptical of the government. Because in my honest opinion, I reckon it's fair to say that out of all the first world countries, the American government probably is the most corrupt. Just so much nonsense and corruption going on. So I can understand why a lot of American, not just the right wing patriot types, but just many even on the left are just very skeptical of the government. So that's why I even suggested, like you could have Medicare for all, but it can be run on state level. You can still have federal oversight, but the states run their own system, and they're in charge of running Medicare. I know Medicare is a federal thing, but if those powers can be transferred to the states, that could be an option. To decentralize it. I don't know. Like it's hard to say. That's debatable whether it'd be better if it was state run, federal run. But yeah, who knows? Yeah, I agree with everything Bernie Sanders. Well, pretty much everything Bernie Sanders has said about about Medicare for all. He's right about healthcare being a human right. Like if Trump doesn't necessarily have to run on that platform, that term, but he should be able to. He should run on Medicare for all, but like frame it in a way that a lot of the Republican base will buy it. I mean, when I say buy it, I don't mean tricked, but they'll accept it. Like they'll look into how it'll actually save money, and it'll be more efficient. Like a lot of conservatives are about being conservative in economics and fiscal, and it's even more reason they should be for Medicare for all. If it saves money, if there isn't all these multi-payers, all this bureaucracy and complication, if it's run a lot more efficiently, I reckon Trump should frame the concept Medicare for all and say that it'll be efficient, it'll be smoothly run, it'll be less complicated, it'll be simpler. I reckon that's the way that Trump should go about it, rather than, because I know right wingers are a lot more, they're not as, it's not so much about, compassion or that, they're more, logic based, or, well, I don't know if that's the right word, but, sell it like it will save money, it'll be efficient, it'll get rid of red tape. I reckon that'll be a great strategy for Trump. And I really want what I just said in this video to be spread around. This is not scripted. I'm just talking whatever comes. But I really want to spread around, I want the Trump base to know, you need to get on board with Medicare for all. Like I said, it's more efficient, save money, blah, blah, blah. So, yeah. Anyway, that's all I have to say for now. Be sure to like, subscribe, check out my other videos as well. There'll be more videos coming soon.